Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Runaways Season 1. And before we get really into it, let me just ask you a little question, just a wee question that I have here, called why? Of all the Marvel properties that they could make shows out of, Runaways? Really? Like, I get Cloak and Dagger, I get the Defenders, I get Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter, and even Inhumans, though it was garbage. The Inhumans one, not the other stuff that I talked about. But like, Runaways? Who are these characters? Like, I don't even know who they are. These are probably characters that had like a mini series of comic books and then never anything ever again. And that's what they decided to base this off of. But let's see how it goes, shall we? Because I'm actually a fan of this show. Even though if I look on Reddit, I'm not supposed to be, because apparently this show takes some drastic changes from the original comic book run. Because in the original comic book run, the whole running away part happens in issue 2. And here, it happens a ways away into the season. And also, this is a little bit difficult to talk about without spoilers. Anyway, we have the Runaways, the kids who go up against their parents. That's basically the storyline that I can tell. I don't know how to really describe this series' storyline without really going into spoilers, but their parents are into some nefarious stuff, and so the Runaways have to kind of go against that because of the fact that they are the good guys. So then let's get straight into the cast, which is also going to be difficult to talk about because we have a huge cast list, because we have children and parents as part of Runaways. So I think it's best if I just go over all of the characters and make a small statement about them, anything that pops to my mind. So starting off, we have Renzi Felix portraying Alex Wilder, the supposed leader of the group. Then we have Lyrica Okano as Nico Minoru, who is a goth chick who likes a staff. And after that, we have Virginia Gardner as Carolina Dean, who has a little bit of a secret behind her, and she better not take off that bracelet. And to be honest, Nico and Carolina could actually potentially live here in the Netherlands in a place called Lesbos. Then we have Ariella Barrer as Gert Yorks, a character that I don't really like. I just don't like, okay? I will say that in her sad moments, I felt bad for her, but I don't like her, okay? I'm gonna make it as simple as possible. I don't care what you think about the way that I describe it, but she's in a way an insane person, and she's one of those insane lefties that never is happy, that cannot be happy in a way. They need to make a problem out of everything. Then after that, we have Greg Sulkin as Chase Stein, someone who likes fisting. And then finally, for the Runaways, we have Allegra Acosta as Molly Hernandez, who is probably the strongest runaway of the group. So then after that, we go into the parents. Starting off, we have Angel Parker as Catherine Wilder and Ryan Sands as Jeffrey Wilder. These are the mother and father of Alex Wilder. Then we have Annie Wershing. Please tell me I butchered that. Who portrays Leslie Dean. And we also have Kip Pardue as Frank Dean, the parents of Carolina. Then after that, we have Evercara Dean as Janet Stein, and James Marster, who is a fantastic actor, and I very much enjoyed his presence. And apparently, according to what I actually looked up a little bit, apparently he was actually inspired by Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk in Daredevil. So that is actually nice. Anyway, he portrays Victor Stein, an abuser, a brilliant scientist who is an abuser. I'll just say it right now. And then we have Bridget Branagh as Stacy Yorks, and Kevin Weissman, or as he looks like Dustin Bates from Starset, as Dale Yorks, the mother and father of Gert. And then to end it off, we have Brittany Ishibashi as Tina Minoru, and also we have James as Robert Minoru as the parents of Nico. And then finally, the final character we could talk about, this is not actually one of the parents, but his name is Julian McMahon as Jonah, and the actor actually portrayed Victor Von Doom in the Fantastic Four movies by Fox, the two, you know, with the Rise of the Silver Surfer, that one. And that is the cast list. It is a huge cast list, and I enjoyed everyone's performance on the show. I will say that right now. There are characters you will like in this show. There are characters that you won't like, Gert. And also, I don't really know how to go into this whole thing, because normally I talk a little bit about the characters, but I feel like even if I talk a little bit about the parents, it would be spoilery in that sense. But let me just say that I enjoyed everyone's performance. Now that in the show itself, we have a little bit of an issue, and that is the fact that this show sometimes drags on a little bit. Yes, even with 10 episodes, it still feels like sometimes sometimes it sadly enough drags on. While I did enjoy the show, that is something that I do have to take into account, because there are certain episodes where it's like, oh my god, why? However, I will say this, the finale is very solid. So now let's just get into the final verdict of Runaways. So my final verdict for Runaways Season 1 is going to be an 8 out of 10. But a low one. A low 8 out of 10. I enjoyed the show, but I feel like we could cut some of it out and it would be better. But overall, like I said, I still enjoyed the show. So let me know what you guys thought about Runaways in the comment section down below. Did you like it? Did you not? And with that being said, thank you all so very much for watching, and I do hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you have done so already. Turn on notifications. Don't forget, check out the Let's Play channel link in the description and at the end of the video. And also, this is my last review that I am recording in June. Yes, with this review, June is done, but also with this season, 2017 within the MCU is also officially finished, because the next season, if I remember correctly, takes place in 2018. So it's a big year, and hopefully we'll be taking a look at that next time. But who knows with the uploading schedule, you know, maybe Wonder Man is gonna go in between. I have no idea, but what I'm gonna record next is definitely Runaway Season 2, so hopefully I'll see you guys for that. Bye!